Good morning, United Igniters. Here today is Y Day. So, let me share a little bit about my why. My why for NC4K, my why for enrollment. Um, so, my mom passed away, not that many of you know. My mom passed away of cancer when I was around 19, and I've been very passionate about cancer, um, anything cancer related beyond that point. Um, Watching her pain and suffering throughout the journey of her disease, it was gut wrenching. And, you know, my first why is, thinking of what these kids are going through. Um, it's also painfully gut wrenching, don't really have words for it, but, and, and putting myself in the shoes of the parents where the emotional and financial burden and not knowing what to do about it, and how am I supposed to put food on the table, how am I supposed to keep a roof over my head, is the lights going to be on when I get home, and worrying about all those things while worrying about my child. Like, that's my why, and NC4K is there to fill that gap as much as they can. And it's not really, it's a big gap. And NC4K, I know they do their best to fill as much as they can, but the gap is still way too huge for them to fill for every family. And so, childhood cancer is the least funded, amazingly, least funded cancer there is out there. So, like, whatever, that's weird to me, but that's the fact. And so that's my why. That's my why for being passionate about NC4K. What's your why? And that also brings me to enrollment. Like, why do I enroll? And to tie in with NC4K, watching these kids going through this disease, going through a journey, and they are not defeated. They wake up every morning with a smile on their faces. And I've seen them. I've seen them in the hospital beds, happier than a clam. And that's their authentic self. Regardless of the circumstances in their lives, they wake up every day ready to conquer the world. Regardless what's happening, regardless what pain they're going through. And living that way is inspiring to me. And how do we all live that way? And who do we want to live that way? Because, next level, to me, an aspect of it anyway, is to unlearn. It's an unlearning process, to unlearn all the crap that we have built in order to stop ourselves from going forward. Like, we work so hard to stop ourselves from going forward. Why? All the stuff that we have shedded, in discovery and breakthrough, like, take yourself back to those days. Like, how heavy were you when you walked into discovery and breakthrough, and how light do you feel when you get out? And to be able to live that way where no circumstances can weigh us down every single day, I guess my question to you is, do you want to live like that? And who do you want to bring in to have the tools to be able to live like that? Who do you want to bring in to be able to, let Chris Hawker, Chris Lee, Michael Strasner lead their exercises where it's effective to a point where they shed most of their armors, and walk out lighter than they ever felt? Who do you love enough to have that? Do you love humanity enough to have everyone go? This is not about the number. This is not about us. This is not about coaches pushing you. This is, what do you want? We're not here to push you to donate money to children's families that are suffering. We're here to, I guess, create a team where we can make a difference in humanity. And with that, I'm complete and I love you guys. I think you guys are doing amazing. Keep it up. Not just keep it up, but like fight twice as hard. Keep fighting, fight harder. This world needs changed. People needs impacted. And we're the source. And we get to do that. And we can accomplish any goal because we say so. Not because other people say so for us. So, get clear on your why. Happy Why Day. And I love you all. I will see you guys, well, some of you, tonight at Hugline. All right. Bye-bye.